Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Speaking School podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm John. It's great to be with you all again. Emma, have you ever heard people say, "Oh, talking about the past in English is too difficult. I need to know so many grammar rules"?
Absolutely, John. Many learners feel that way. They think they need to know every single verb tense perfectly. But that's not true. You can talk about your past with simple English.
Exactly. And that's what we're here to help you with today. We're going to learn how to talk about your past weekend using the simple past tense. It's really useful for everyday chats.
Yes, today we will focus on how to share simple stories about what you did. We'll use easy words and learn how to put your actions in order, like first I did this, then I did that.
That's right. So don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on communicating. We'll practice regular and irregular verbs. And to start, Emma, how was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was nice, John. On Saturday, I walked in the park with my dog. Then I cooked a big dinner.
Sounds lovely. And on Sunday?
On Sunday, I read a book and watched a movie. It was relaxing. Before we dive deeper into everyone's weekend stories, John, let's quickly share a little request with our listeners.
Of course. For all of you enjoying these simple ways to talk about your past, like how Emma used walked and read to describe her weekend, please make sure you subscribe to our podcast.
That's right. Subscribing means you'll get all our myth-busting English tips that actually work delivered straight to you. We'll keep sharing how to use both regular verbs, like adding ed to walk, and irregular ones, like how read stays the same in the past tense, but we say it differently.
Exactly. It helps us keep creating content to simplify your English learning journey. Just hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening now for more practical tips and sequencing tricks like first I did X, then I did Y. Okay, Emma, let's tackle that myth head on. Talking about the past in English is too difficult. I need to know so many grammar rules. This idea really holds learners back, doesn't it?
It really does, John. It's wrong because for everyday conversations about your weekend, you don't need complicated tenses like the past perfect continuous. You mostly just need the simple past tense.
Exactly. The myth is unhelpful because it makes you feel overwhelmed. In reality, to say, I went to the store or we played soccer, you just use one past tense verb. We don't need to overthink it.
Right. Focusing on too many rules stops you from speaking. Instead, concentrate on a few common regular verbs like walked, talked, cleaned, and some key irregular ones like went, ate, saw. Those few verbs cover so much.
And remember our sequencing words like first, then, and after that. They help you tell a clear story, even if your sentences are very simple. For example, first I woke up, then I ate breakfast.
So the truth is, speaking about your past weekend in English is actually quite simple. You just need the simple past tense for most actions and a few easy words to put your story in order.
That's it. The better way is to focus on using those specific past tense verbs. For regular verbs, you just add ed to the base form, like play becomes played. We played outside.
And for irregular verbs, you need to learn their specific past forms. But don't worry, there aren't thousands. Common ones like go becomes went and have becomes had are super useful. I went to the cinema. I had a great time.
And then combine those past tense verbs with sequencing words. Say first, next, then, and after that to guide your listener. For instance, first, I woke up. Next, I made coffee.
Exactly. You're building a clear story step by step. This simple method is what native speakers use for everyday chat, not complex grammar rules.
Okay, let's put this new way to the test. Emma, can you tell us about a simple past weekend experience, really focusing on just the simple past and our sequencing words?
Absolutely, John. I'll share a quick example. Last Saturday, I visited my parents. First, we ate lunch together. Then my dad and I worked in the garden for an hour. After that, we all watched a funny movie.
Wow, that's incredibly clear. See, listeners, Emma used visited and worked and watched. Those are regular verbs, just adding ed. And ate is an irregular one, the past of eat. Very simple.
Yes, and notice how first, then, and after that clearly show the order of everything. You don't get lost about what happened when. It's just a simple list of events.
Exactly. That short story proved our point. You don't need fancy grammar. You just need a few past tense verbs and some sequencing words to tell that complete and understandable story about your weekend.
Okay, listeners, that was a perfect example of how simple it really is. Now, let's give everyone a practical step-by-step tip they can use today to apply this new approach.
Great idea, Emma. Here's your task for today. First, think about your last weekend. Just pick 3 or 4 simple things you did. Don't overthink it.
Yes. Next, try to remember the past tense verb for each action. Did you watched a movie? Did you ate dinner? Did you went to the park? Write them down if it helps.
Then, put your actions in order using our sequencing words. Start with first, then use next, then, or after that for the other actions. Say it out loud.
For example, you could say, last weekend, first I woke up late. Then I ate a big breakfast. After that, I cleaned my apartment. See how simple that is?
Exactly. The goal is just to start speaking about your past in a clear, simple way. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just focus on telling your story using those past tense verbs and order words.
Okay, John, let's show our listeners the difference. First, you're trying to talk about your weekend the old way, feeling confused.
My weekend, I am going to the market, and then I am thinking about a friend. It's difficult.
See, that's the confusion the myth creates. Now, John, tell us about your actual weekend using our new way.
Much better. Last Saturday, first I went to the market. Then I met an old friend there, and we talked for a long time. After that, we drank some coffee.
Wow, that was perfectly clear and simple. You built a great story.
Yes, no stress. Just simple past verbs and sequencing words, like we discussed.
Listeners, did you hear John use went, met, talked, and drank for the past?
And he also used first, then, and after that to tell the story step by step.
Okay, that brings us to a potential listener question, John. What do you think someone might ask about this simple approach?
I bet a listener might ask, but what if I don't remember the past tense form of an irregular verb? Should I just stop speaking my story?
That's a fantastic and very common question. And the answer is a big no. Don't stop speaking. Your goal is to communicate, not be perfect. Focus on the verbs you do know.
Exactly. If you're not sure about drink changing to drank in the past, or sleep changing to slept, try to use a different, simpler verb you know. Or honestly, even if you say I drink coffee instead of I drank coffee when talking about the past, with your sequencing words, people will still understand the order of your story.
Yes, for A1 learners, making the effort is key. For example, if you say, first I go to the park, then I eat lunch. Even if go and eat aren't in the past tense, your listener still understands the sequence. You're getting your message across.
Right. We learn from trying. But as you practice, try to remember those super common irregular verbs. Go becomes went. Eat becomes ate. Have becomes had. These few will help you a lot in the simple past.
So the tip here is don't let not knowing one word stop your whole conversation. Use what you know, try to communicate, and keep practicing those common past tense verbs. Okay, everyone, we've covered a lot today about making your past weekend stories simple and clear. Let's quickly review the 3 most important takeaways from today's session.
Absolutely. First, remember the myth. talking about the past in English is too difficult. You need too many grammar rules. We proved that wrong. You primarily need the simple past tense for everyday stories.
That's right. Second, the better way is to focus on just a few simple things. Regular verbs by adding ed, walked, played, and memorizing only the most common irregular verbs, went, ate, had.
And third, don't forget our powerful sequencing words. First, next, then, and after that are your best friends for telling a clear, step-by-step story about your past weekend, making it easy for anyone to understand.
Exactly. So you don't need complex grammar to share your experiences, just simple past verbs and order words. It's all about communication, not perfection.
Now for your quick challenge today, listeners. Take just 30 seconds to think about one thing you did last weekend. Then text a friend or family member about it using the simple past tense and one sequencing word. For example, I watched a movie, or then I ate pizza.
Yes, just one short sentence to practice. This small step builds confidence and makes English part of your daily life. You can do it.
We hope you feel much more confident about talking about your past weekend now. Remember, consistency is key, and every little practice helps.
Thank you so much for joining us on the English Speaking School podcast. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we'll be back soon with more practical tips to simplify your English learning journey.
Goodbye for now, everyone.